Hi, my name is Kutlaona Mazibuko and I am diagnosed with albinism. Growing up with albinism was one of the most difficult but yet the most beautiful thing in terms that it's made me strong, it's made me confident, it's made me appreciate my skin and who I am more. Unlike people with albinism, my grandparents decided to take me to a normal school so that people can get used to my condition and that I may get used to being around people and not feel as though I am intimidated in any way. I've always been in a normal school or from grade one all the way to matric, and most of my high school career, I was the only person who had albinism. And from a very young age, I didn't really see the difference then, but of course I knew my skin was whiter. But I grew up and they told me, yes, I've got albinism. My teachers always used to help me a lot, ask me questions if I wanted enlarged papers or if I wanted any kind of assistance or if I needed to sit in front. That actually started all the way from grade one. So assistance in school wasn't too bad. One of my teachers in grade four actually referred me to the optometry here at UJ where I got my binoculars to see, because of course my conditions, it varies with people with albinism. Some may make use of glasses and others, like myself, who can't. So we make use of binoculars. So I've always used binoculars since 2008 till date, and a magnifying glass. But like before that, like I was used to using normal paper, like printed black, white sheet. It's just I used to put it very close to my face. I still do now because it's a habit I developed when I was still young, and so I really don't know if I could ever outgrow it. But I am trying to make most of use of my resources. Um, I was bullied. I used to be made fun of. And yes, I used to go home and cry a lot. But all of that was part of character building. It was part of being confident. It was part of being content. And I only learned that late high school, because being different, you always try to seek validation to fit in. But all my life, I have never been the girl who fit, fitted in with the popular kids. I am social. My personality is out there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I do fit in. Um, being with living with albinism, it really makes you different a lot, and it does play a role in how people treat you, in how people approach you, and how people see you. Because um, the sad thing is, till date, people still don't see us as beautiful. People don't really like to associate themselves with us. People feel as though we're different, and I can agree we are different, but that's just by genetic reasons. There isn't anything else. But most of the time, I I I wasn't the girl who, you know, I knew a lot of people, of course, because of my personality, but for people other than myself who's got a very loud and bubbly personality, it's very hard. And that's what made me survive in high school. That's how I managed to get a lot of friends. It was because of my personality, and of course, growing up from a normal school, I mean, I needed to have that confidence so that I can go out and do me and actually be free. Because if I went to a different school, or if I went to a school with people who have my condition, maybe it would have been different for me when I come across people who don't have albinism. So I'm grateful for that experience. The thing is, people will never always treat you equally. that's just how it is. Like, you will get attention even though you don't want attention. When you walk in your room, the first thing people see is your albinism. People, that's just how it is. Despite what kind of personality is, you get attention from everybody when you go out. Stuff like, why are you not wearing your sunscreen? Why are you not wearing a hat? Why are you not wearing glasses? Those are for people who care. And then there are those ones who stare at you with these mysterious beliefs that, wow, this person is a ghost. But yes, of course, that's lack of education, which we should be working towards changing. But it is the sad reality, and it's what people teach their kids, and it grows with them to say, okay, I see a person with albinism and I believe that they are a ghost. There are myths those are the things that older generations teach their kids, and it's something that needs to be changed.